Hello Capricorn, this is your reading from the 1st of April until the 15th of April 2018, and I deal with realism if you're new to my channel, and my readings can be unsugar-coated. So let's have a look here at this at this reading. Now Capricorn, the first word that comes into mind here is folly. Okay, just gonna adjust the camera. Is folly. So I feel that somebody has been playing a little kind of, maybe a little game. They thought it was a game, you know, very immature kind of game. That's what I'm getting here, either you or another person. So this game, or whatever this was, this game, I feel originally when this person, or when you started this game, you thought that, you know, it's fun, it's exciting, it's thrilling, it's new and it's exciting, and you know, this is great. This is filling a void for me. And for you, this was like for you, this was just like maybe playing a game of snooker, you know, or a game of pool, and or a game of bowls. It wasn't something that you kind of take down the realms of seriousness, you know, the serious consequences of this game. So there was a bit of folly. So let's have a look here where this goes. So I'm going to pop my glasses on. Okay. So I've got two opposing forces here, and like I said, you feel that this meant nothing. It was a game. It's still kind of ongoing, but it's kind of not that kind of serious anymore. And you know, but it's not ended. It's still going. And the other opposing force is a serious kind. There's the game here, and then there's a serious kind of seriousness and consequences of this kind of folly. So two opposing forces. Well, for you it was like playing, you know, it's just playing a game, and you know, a sport, so it didn't mean anything. And now you're having to deal with the serious, you know, the consequences of this folly. And it's like confronting this, and you don't want to confront this. There's like you know, there's all this opposing forces here wanting to confront this with you, and you don't want to confront it because you feel that it was just, you know, it's playful, it was a game, nothing in it, that's as far as it went. But for the other person, it kind of wasn't a game. It felt for the other person as if they'd been kind of some way lied to. Okay. So you could play this game. The other person felt that actually you lied to me because you went and did this without even consulting me, or you know. But you don't see it like that. You see it like it's not like that. It was just a game. It was just something that was fun and exciting and all of that, and you know, it's kind of not what you think. Okay. So somebody wants to know here, is confronting you, and wants to know all about this game, you know, this folly. And you're trying to very desperately steer this into a peaceful kind of, you're trying to keep away from the confrontation, you know, the consequences of your actions, and you know, you're trying to steer this boat away from the consequences of this game. Interesting. Why do you do that? Because you don't. Why do people do that? Why do they try to... Any comments down below, you know, would help. Why do people steer away from being confronted? It's gone. I've placed it over there. That behaviour has completely vanished. So it's not there. So there's nothing here to be confronted about. Somebody wants this to be forgotten. Wants so desperately for this to be forgotten, but the other opposing force wants answers for these actions, either of yours or the other way around. Okay. And it actually, this is important to the other person. It wasn't a game. It wasn't a game. It was an insult on their character. It's like saying, oh, am I such a pushover and such a, you know, a doormat that you can trample all over me and play this game in front of my eyes? You know, do I look so stupid for you to just do this right under my nose? So that's how the other opposing force feels about this situation. And you'll say, well, that behaviour's gone. It's gone. The behaviour, it's all gone now. You know, there's no need to go on about it. Wanting it to be forgotten, I get. Let it pass. I get this energy of just let it go. Let it go. Let it pass. You know, okay, so somebody, I guess, is trying to avoid here the consequences of their action. Not only, I feel there's two people here, that there may be a third party, maybe not. I get a third party involvement, and both of these people are trying to steer away from the consequences of what they did. Okay. Of what they did. Now, I do get the person who played this game is trying to dominate the opposing force to let it pass, let it go. You know, let's not rehash this. Let's not tell the truth here. Let's not expose this. I do get a third party involvement, but you know, not everybody. This is not going to resonate with everybody. But I get third party involvement, and somebody is just trying to dodge the bullets of the consequences of this action. You know, for whatever reason, there needs to be an explanation. I think the bottom line here, Capricorn, there needs to be an explanation, either to you or you need to explain to this other person what truly happened here, and stop this dodging the bullets, because I feel that this person, the opposing force here, kind of knows. So, you know, why are you denying it when they know? It's like, you know, it's like a battle of wills, really, because the person knows, but you are kind of, and this third party are trying to dodge the bullets of this. So you're waiting for this person to give up, asking questions, challenging you, confronting you over this. So you're just waiting. Okay, eventually they'll stop. Eventually they'll give up. Eventually they'll just forget about all of this, and it'll be just put into the past, and we can get along with our lives, and it will all be forgotten. This is what this is. Okay. I guess anybody who feels ashamed of what they've done and guilty of what they've done would actually do this, you know, after the event. You know, after the event. Okay, something did happen, but it's over. It's kind of nearly over. Yeah, I feel slightly embarrassed about that, and if you got to know that, I feel dreadfully ashamed. Find out the truth. So I'm trying to avoid telling you the truth because I can't handle your reaction to the truth and who I truly am. You know, who I truly am is I'm trying to protect that. I'm trying to portray that I'm a great guy or a great woman, and you know, I wouldn't even dream of doing anything like that. So if I expose to you just like there's no tomorrow, you're going to see the truth. You know, the mask is going to drop and you're going to see the scum of the person that I truly am. Okay. And I'm a little boy, because once my mask is dropped, I'm stood there like a little boy, and I'm frightened of Mummy's expression of distaste, disgust and hatred, and I'm scared of that expression you're going to show on your face. And that's why I'm trying to steer this away from, you know, the truth. Something like this can damage your reputation. You may have a high profile job. You don't want to know your dirty little secrets there, you know, getting all your dirty laundry out and showing everybody what you've been doing behind the scenes. Everybody around you is going to see you and perceive you as this whiter than white. Okay, so what have I got to win here by telling everybody all the nuts and bolts and the nooks and crannies and warts and all about what happened there with that little bit of folly that went on? What have I got to gain from that but to expose the filthy, dirty person that I truly am? Okay. And the person that I love, you know, the person I truly love, I want to totally prevent from seeing that. I don't want that person. I'm so dreading the fact that that person may find me out. They may find out that I'm a horrible person. Not only that, the person that I had the folly with is going to find out too what a horrible person, and this person that I'm with is so lovely, so intelligent, so clever, with lots of integrity and respect for themselves. They're all going to find out about me and my horrible little manipulative monster way that, and why did that person say that? And the opposing force has put all the jigsaw together. You know, the opposing force has got all the pieces and put all the jigsaw together and can see it in broad daylight. You know, this is what's happened. I can see it. I've put all the pieces together, and I know, and I can see it in broad daylight. Some kind of fantasy thing in your head, you know, because they know that they feel so loathsome to what they've actually done. And to them, it was nothing. I needed affection. I needed love. I needed to be shown that I'm still got it. I'm still virile. I'm still good. I've still, you know, I'm kind of creeping up over middle-aged, and look, I've still got it. I can still get, and the person with them is thinking, oh my God, I never knew that this, you know, that this would go this kind of pear-shaped, and is worried that now they're worried because they feel lots of shame for being involved with this stupid like bit of folly. So, or somebody, you could be smearing the opposing force's name, saying it's them. It's all in the head. It's, you know, they're crazy. they need to go to a hospital, they need to see a doctor, you know, and it's all comes round to you. Anything to get accept. They'd rather have this big smear campaign about the opposer than actually say, well, yes, we did have this kind of, something happened here, this person or you would rather have this big smear campaign, smear the other person's name to prevent your need to be liked, need for acceptance, and need to look, you know, shinier than and whiter than white. You know, you were in this with me, so let's go for the smear campaign of the person that's opposing this. And we get here that I think the opposing person is trying to confront this issue and wants to know the truth, because they want to know the truth, because they feel as if they've been lied to and betrayed. So they just want the truth so they can close the door and move forward. But instead of that, there's this, you or somebody else here, the other way around, is trying to prevent, dodge, weave the bullets of telling the truth. And rather say, crazy, you're going out of your mind, you know, this is all in your head, you know, it's all in your head, you're making it up in your head, it's a big story as you go along. And I mean, why would anybody be so elaborate to make a big campaign up like this and try to, you know, and try to say, you know, I mean, all this person wants, this opposing person, is the damn truth, is the damn truth, you know. Why would they do this? So I get here, instead of standing and fighting with this person, I feel this is you actually, this folly. I feel instead of standing and fighting with this person, you've decided, what I'll do here is I'll walk away. I'll walk away from this, and then I'm avoiding this. Okay. Because why? Because this person knows that they've stepped over the line. They know that they've crossed the line here. And the other person knows they've crossed the line here. They're never going to win this argument. So what do? They avoid or dominate the argument, or start to dominate everything. When the other person's, can you explain this? You know, what happened here? And it could be anything. It could be an affair. It could actually be something at work that they don't want to take the blame for. You know, it could be something legal going on. Somebody's trying to dodge this, and there's an opposing force here, which could be the police force, or it could be a detective. You know, it's not necessarily somebody who's had an affair and just running around here. You know, oh, you know, I shot that guy, but you know, it was just I didn't mean it. It was just a bit of fun. It was a game, and we were, you know, and we'd all had a drink. So it could be anything here. So, and actually the police are very good at picking up on things like detectives are very good at picking up on people when they're questioned. If they're guilty, they actually fly off into a rage, and that's a big indicator if somebody's guilty, and they don't want to explain it. They'd rather distract it by this huge rage and dominate the whole thing. So so they do that, so you can't sit and break them down bit by bit until they sit there and tell you the truth. Because a criminalized mind and a criminalized person, and two people here together like this, that's how they will operate. They'll say, you know what, this is hilarious, this is so funny. I could, you know, you'd hear all of this, you know, like this bravado. Oh, this is so funny. I could make a play of this. I could make a book of this. It's just hilarious. What you keep chipping at this until you get the truth. But I feel this kind of partner in crime here, that they're very good. They're not going to spill the beans of whatever this is, and they're not going to stay. They're not even going to stay and fight this opposing force. They are just going to walk away, you know, and keep away from it, and divert from it, and stay out the way from it, and blame this, you know, start this big smear campaign. You know, they know that they've lost, and they know they're guilty, so I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to answer back. I'm not even going to acknowledge this. I'm just going to say yes and no, yes and no. And, you know, this person cannot get any evidence out of me. And then it becomes, from this folly from before, this actually comes in a bigger game. It's a bigger game. It's a bit more drama. Wow. I didn't realise that, you know, we'd make it into this great big drama like this, and it's more exciting. You know, it's a thrill at the beginning when we started with that folly, but now this is like catch me if you can, you know. And it's become this cat and mouse kind of situation. So it's become more fun. You know, the opposing force is trying to, you know, extract some more information and try to get an admission. But, you know, it's like the frustration of any detective out there. If there's any detective, please put comment. You know, it's as frustration as any detective when they cannot get a confession from a person, but they've got all of the evidence there, or most of the evidence there, and they can't get this person to damn well admit it. For God's sake, just admit what you did there, you know. And you're thinking, oh, I thought, you know, this will be forgotten, you know, in a few weeks nobody will remember this. It's over. It's been done. It was good at the time, but that's it now. It is what it is. Yes, I did cross the line. Yes, I did do this, and so did this other person. We both feel very kind of guilty, but we know what we did, and, you know, so there is this like big partner in crime here. So there is a sense of I can't win. I cannot win no matter what I say, what I do. I can't win, but this person is not giving up. They're persisting until they get the truth. Okay. And you're no longer going to fight this. I do get it's you that's doing this, but it could be, like I said, the other way around. I get you're no longer going to fight this. You don't want to fight anymore, and you don't want to confess. You don't, because what's most important to you is your standing. And what's more important to you than this opposing force is, you know, your reputation to the rest here. So it's better if you slander the person, the opposing force, than the whole rest of these people. Okay. So I get like a superiority here of not arguing. Okay. Yeah, like a superiority, you know, what are you talking about? It's all in your head. What do you mean? It's all in your head. You're making it up. And it's like a superior. I'm more superior than you. I mean, how weak are you that you've got these crazy little stories going on in your head? How crazy are you? How would I ever do that to you? Come on, you know. And it's like so superior and powerful above you. It's this act of superiority. I would never do that. You know, I would never behave in that way. I would never do, that's not me. No, you've got that all wrong. Somebody has made this story up. It's fabrication. It's fabrication. So where do you go from here? Because there's no honesty. There's no honesty from this person. If it's the other way around, no honesty. This person, this partner in crime, have spun a story here, spun a kind of, it's become kind of toxic. They've spun a web of deceit, and it's like this story is unraveling. Okay, yeah, I get this. This story is now unraveling. So, and I get that. There's power struggles. This person is not going to give up. The Lord in reverse. They're not going to give up because, like I said, they don't want their reputation ruining, and you know, it's becoming a dictator and a tyrant to try to stop this, to try to prevent this from being exposed. But you know, this is all unraveling, and this other person, and it is about, I do get for some of you, it is kind of a situation where there's a third party, the lovers, and it's, you know, this is leading to a separation because somebody does not want to be honest. You know, this web of lies is being unraveled. This person, you know, either you or the other person is not going to give up. They keep persisting. They're not going to forget about this. So there is a risk here of making a wrong choice. And a sense of facing the music, basically, of a third party. This is what this is. It's facing the music of a third party. And somebody is just not going to, they're going to be so stubborn, they're going to take it right to the edge here. Although they've been facing the music over this, they're not going to admit to this. It's all, in fact, if you're the other person here who is the opposing force and trying to find out the truth here, I think the way this has been conducted, the way these two people have slandered you, have smeared your name to make you look like the bad guy, I would actually walk away from this and let them get along with it, because these two people actually, you know, it's a toxic relationship made from heaven. You know, if you're trying to unravel this and you're being persistent in unraveling this and getting the truth here, of getting the reality of this, which this other person is not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you because they don't want to be exposed. They don't want to see your face look in a confused mess of disgust. They're trying to prevent that, you know, and so yeah, they're trying to prevent their bent kind of stories they've made up, the smear campaign, and you know, the smear campaign, the stories and all of this, trying to protect all of that web of lies, and instead of being honest to you, if this affects you, I think you best, if they keep standing back, if they keep refusing to, and this is what they want anyway, they want you to get out of their lives, because, you know, they'd rather you walk out of their lives, stay out of their lives, than actually admit this or come clean and face the music with this. They'd rather that happen. So I think, in all honesty, if this is you, who is the opposing force to trying to find out the truth here, I would stand up tall. I would look at them as if you can see right through them. and I'd walk away, and just walk away and never return, because you know, you're far too good for this kind of, you know, game playing, toxic kind of web here, drama. You're above this. You know, you would never do this to anybody. You would never cross the line here and be dishonest, disloyal to anybody. And if you did cross the line, I think, you know, if you're the person who's the you know, who's the opposing force, you would be the person that would stand up, say, I did this, it was my fault, I messed up, I'm sorry, I truly am, and I did it because of this, not because of you, not because of you. I did this because I was weak. I'm a weak man, or I am a weak woman, and I know that I have to work on this, and I'm increasingly so sorry for playing you around like this, but I think it's gone too far. Then it's like going over the line, maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 times crossing the line, and still crossing the line by being complete liars. So where do you want to be? Around this person? Or do you want your freedom to say, okay, I've put all the pieces together and you're still saying that it's me that's the problem? I think that says it all about the integrity of this person. And now I'm going to leave it there, okay? It's not going to resonate with all of you, and it can be the other way around too, so bear that in mind. So that's your time frame. Depending what next 2 weeks here, what's going to happen, I have a feeling if you're the opposing force that you may just look at this person and look at them very sorrowful, and this other third party, and look at them and say, you should be ashamed of yourself, that you've got no respect, no integrity, and you don't care about boundaries, and just see them for what they are, liars, and walk away. Okay, so that's your reading. If you'd like your own personal reading, please give me an email. My email address is here at the bottom, and I will send you my tariff, and I will send you my fees. I just want to say, don't take any more of this. Just don't even bother even using your energy to find out the truth. If this is you're the opposing force, I do get that it's you that's crossed the line, but it could be the other way around. If it is the other way around, if you are the person that needs to fess up, you know, I would say, if you want to keep the respect from this person, I would actually stand up and confess and say, I'm sorry, it was all my fault. I wanted to experience sex with somebody younger and or fresher, or I wanted something new and exciting. I'm sorry, it's not your fault, it's my fault, and I am absolutely disgusted that I crossed the line, and I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to work on me and you. If they were grown up, they'd do that, you know, they would do that. But if they don't do that, and you're the opposing force, I would look at them and say, well, I know anyway. Or just say that, I know anyway. And just walk away. Because that person has got no respect or integrity for you to tell you the truth. Okay. So, I'm going to send you lots of love, lots of blessings, Capricorn. Either way, you know, it's not going to resonate with everyone here. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care. Bye bye.